Hello and welcome back to the Ultimate Empire Total War Guide. In this video I will teach you everything you need to know about trading in Empire Total War. So let's get right into it. You can access the trade panel by clicking on the government tab and then going all the way over to the right here, and this shows you the current prices of any commodities that are being traded. It shows you which ones you're producing, and it shows your total income from trade and who this is coming from. So you can also see here that every country you have a trade agreement with, you'll trade a certain amount of what are called other goods. So it's advantageous to sign trade agreements with as many countries as possible to maximize your income. Trade ports allow you to trade with other countries. You can see the trade routes here. So for example, we have a trade route that leads over here to Sweden because we trade with them. So the more trade ports you have and the higher level you are, the more countries you can trade with. And also you can trade with any countries who you have a land connection with. And you can see the land trade routes. They're very easy to see, but you can see them here. Trade ports also allow you to build trade ships. You can see that it's a trade ship by this little stack of coins up here, and you can move those to your trade theatres to get more commodities. And however, unlike other ships, they aren't quite as effective at defending themselves, so in your trade fleets you might want to include some more warships to protect your trade fleets from your enemies. There are two ways to get commodities in this game. The first one is by moving trade ships to the trade theatres. You can see to one of these trade posts, and that will create a trade route back to your home region with any commodities. So you get sugar from Brazil, ivory from the Ivory Coast, or from Madagascar, and from the East Indies you get spices. The other way you can produce commodities is at a plantation. Here you can see that our sugar plantation currently produces 30 loads of sugar each turn, which we can then export to other countries. You can see the trade route that goes from the Windward Islands. It goes back to your capital here, and then it goes to any countries you're trading with. So it goes to Sweden, or we have a land trade route here to Savoy. The colour of the trade routes can tell you who's using them, so you can see the trade route that is green is used by us or by our allies, and so this white trade route is used by any neutral countries. But if, say, we were at war with Britain, you can see that the trade route here is red, which means it's used by an enemy. This trade route here is yellow, which means it's used by both us or our allies and by our enemy. And so on any trade route used by your enemy, you can position a ship on it which will pirate any trade that is going to them and take it for yourself, or you can move a ship to their port to completely cut off this trade route. These commodity prices can change, and they can change dependent on how much supply there is. So you can see ivory is the most valuable commodity right now, but if we were to move a bunch of trade ships to the Ivory Coast and export loads of ivory, the price would then go down. So ideally you should produce lots of different types of commodities because the prices can fluctuate. So you can negotiate a trade agreement in the diplomatic relations panel, so you can see any countries we have a trade agreement with. You can see there this icon where it's sort of grayed out indicates that it is possible there is an available trade route between your countries. So if you so you can then negotiate a trade agreement with them, but any countries with this X here mean that you can't trade with them because you don't have an available trade route, or because you don't have enough capacity, so you might need to build more ports, or possibly they don't have enough capacity to trade with you. So that's everything that you need to know about trade in Empire Total War. I hope you found this video useful. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And that's all from me. Bye.